Here is my note cards. Here is my audience. Hello, my name is Walker Fannin, and I am a student at Hawkins High School. I am in the 10th grade, and I have 2 siblings, Braden and Harper, and I have 3 pets, Wilbur, Taco, and Ruby. And for fun, I like to hang out with my friends. And in the future, I plan to transfer my credits to A&M and get a degree in engineering. August 28th is not only an important day in history because of 3 events that happened on that date, but it is also important because it is my birthday. Today I'll be talking about 3 things that happened on August 28th. The first thing is the mass murder of Jews in Ukraine. The second is the murder of Emmett Till. The third is the I Have a Dream speech by Martin Luther King. The first thing that happened in August 28th happened in 1941, and it was the mass murder of Jews in Ukraine. At first, Germany was an ally to Ukraine during the Soviet Union oppression on Ukraine until World War II, when Germany started conquering parts of Ukraine and putting them in concentration camps. Meanwhile, Jews in Hungary were expelled from their country and migrated into Ukraine. When there was no room for the Hungarian Jews in concentration camps, the Germans didn't have anything to do with them, so they led them to bomb craters and killed 23,000 of them with machine guns. The second thing that happened in history on my birthday was the murder of Emmett Till. In the summer of 1955, 14-year-old Emmett Till was visiting family in Mississippi. While he was here, he went to Bryant Grocery Store, owned by Roy and Carol Bryant. Carol was working as a cashier, and Emmett allegedly whistled at her as he was leaving the store. On August 28, 1955, Roy Bryant and J.W. Milam kidnapped Emmett, beat him, shot him in the head, tied him to a fan, and threw him in the Tallahatchie River. These 2 were later acquitted by an all-white jury and later explained their gruesome details of their crime to the newspaper. The Library of Congress says this brought nationwide attention to the injustices of Mississippi. The third thing that happened in history on my birthday was the I Have a Dream speech by Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King was born January 15th, 1929. His father was a pastor and his mother was a teacher. He grew up in the Sweet Auburn neighborhood of Atlanta. He attended segregated schools, then went on to Morehouse College, and then went on to Boston College and earned his doctorate. He met his wife, Coretta Scott, at Boston College. These 2 then moved to Montgomery, where he became an activist in the civil rights movement after the Montgomery bus boycott. About 10 years later, him and other civil rights activists organized the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom. This is where the I Have a Dream speech was given. At first, it was supposed to be a recitation of African American troubles until gospel singer Mahalia Jackson said, "Tell them about your dream, Martin." He then went impromptu on his speech. This speech pressured Lyndon B. Johnson to sign the Civil Rights Act in 1964. In conclusion, 3 things that happened on my birthday was the mass murder of Jews in Ukraine, the murder of Emmett Till, and the I Have a Dream speech. These events immensely affected the world and still continue to today.